Here's a way that that if you're white, you're cis, you can still understand, the advantage privilege that you apparently have. We got this sent to us from Pathead Ali Paca.
Yeah. In a college course, she was given this test.
She said, last semester, my college class made me take a how white privilege you are test. Oh, my gosh. And had to write papers weekly on how bad white people are. You imagine this?
Give me my money back right now.
Yeah.
I'm withdrawing. Bye-bye.
So she didn't do it, and she failed.
Yeah, she got a zeros.
But here's an example of what she was put through. Understanding and exploring advantage privilege for 15 points.
15 points each.
Here's just it's 15 points each?
I think it's 15% of her grade.
Okay.
I don't know. Who cares?
Anyway, here's some of the highlights. This isn't even all of it. I can go shopping and not worry that I will not be followed or harassed or assumed to be stealing.
You got to say yes or no.
Most magazines have pictures of people like me.
I will say no to that. No, they don't.
Great big fat people? No, you're right.
No, they don't.
Wait.
They don't. So you don't have that privilege.
I see your point.
I can go into a hairdresser shop and find someone who can cut and fix my kind of hair. All right. I guess, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I can arrange to protect my children most of the time from people who might not like them.
What does that even mean?
What are you talking about? Do you go to school with your child? Because the answer to that for just about everybody is no.
Everyone does the best they can.
Yeah, you do the best you can, but you can't be there to protect them every step of the way. I don't fear that my home or place of worship will be graffitied, defaced in some way, or burned down. Well, talk to Black Lives Matter about that. Antifa, talk to them about that. I hear songs on the radio during the holidays that represent my religion or faith.
What is the holiday? What's the holiday celebrating, morons?
Amazing.
Of course it's going to represent your faith. That's what the...
So, is Christmas only for white people now? Is that what we're being led to believe?
Yep.
I can find a doctor of a similar sexual orientation to mine to treat me. I don't know. I never asked my doctor about their sexual orientation.
Have you ever asked... Doc, before I go, can I first of all get the prescription refill, and which do you prefer?
What is your sexual orientation? Do you identify most with cisgendered white males? Or would you say that maybe you're more akin to an LGBTQIA2 plus person?
I'm just interested. I'm interested because if you don't identify correctly, I got to leave.
I got to go to somebody else.
A different doctor.
I have to find a queer or questioning doctor.
Are you in the LGBTQ plus IA2
wow, did you miss
medical network?
A lot of groups.
You just kind of glossed over that, Jeffy. We're disappointed in you.
You hate like nobody I've ever known.
Obvio.
My country celebrates holidays that recognize heroes of my race, sexual orientation, or religion. Oh, my gosh. Whose fault is it that more black heroes are not celebrated? It's the left's fault because they eliminated them all from history. We went through that years ago with Glenn and the black founders that nobody ever talks about except, I don't know, Glenn Beck. We talked about it. Not CNN, not MSNBC, certainly not ABC, CBS, or NBC. So why don't they know about it? Woodrow Wilson, for one, and all progressives for another. Look into the roots of today's educational system and find out who those people are and what they did to history.
Look into Planned Parenthood.
Yeah,
and Margaret Sanger.
Well, why? Because she was
eliminating
concerned about women's health issues.
Yeah,
is that why?
Yeah, we were talking about genocide earlier in the program.
Yeah,
that was her mission for blacks.
For blacks. Yeah, which they completely forgive her for. That's perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it.
She was misquoted.
It's
taken out of context.
Sure.
Yeah. How about this? You can speak in public to a powerful group without putting your race on trial. What is that?
Are you? One of them was, are you asked to speak on behalf of all whites? Yeah, I am never asked to speak for all whites.
I never ask a black person to speak for all blacks. Let's see. I can do well in school or work without being called an exception or a credit to my race.
I like this. I can remain oblivious or ignorant of the language and customs of persons of color who make up most of the world without any penalty for being so oblivious.
Okay, that's a run-on sentence, first of all.
Man, they put some thought into this stuff.
Yes, they have.
If I swear or dress in old clothes, people don't say or think all people of my race are rude or bad.
Come on.
This person's got issues. That's the problem.
If a black person or a Hispanic person swore or dressed in old clothes, I would not assume that all blacks or Hispanics are rude or bad.
Yeah, even if you say that you wouldn't think that, you do.
Oh, okay.
As a whitey.
All right.
That's the point.
Wow.
That's the point. It's just it's
Well,
already
the only
there.
solution now is genocide.
It's powerful. Because there are certain things bred into us, right?
Yes.
Isn't that the case?
Yes, it is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were told that many years ago from his own book by Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I believe was his name. I can't remember if it was him or not.
I believe it was him who said something
She
like
is
his grandmother.
Typical white person.
Typical white person who, if
she sees
she
somebody,
sees
on the street.
on the street, if she just sees somebody on the street, a black
He's
person,
walking down the street.
she gets incredibly afraid. And
that she doesn't know.
That she doesn't
You know,
know.
there's a reaction that's been bred into
Oh, there's a reaction that's been bred into her.
our experiences.
I love the fact that he
Yeah,
got
bail
himself
out at
there
the
a little
end.
bit.
He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's realizing, okay, this is incredibly racist. I'm showing my incredible racism right now. There's a reaction that's been bred into her. This white person, this whitey cracker, nasty
I can
cracker
go
person.
shopping and not worry that I will be followed or harassed or assumed to be stealing.
No, I
I
can't.
hate
they
that
they
more
always
than
follow
anything.
me
Really?
in every store.
Stores have security.
Uh-huh.
They look for people who might possibly be stealing. If you're not stealing, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, but let me ask you this,
They ever follow you? Though?
Jeffy, Mr. Smarty
At a
Pants.
grocery store, Jeffy?
Yes.
Well, yeah, the fat guy. They're going to follow the
Like,
fat
okay, wait, he's going down the cookie aisle.
Let me ask you
Go
this
down the cookie
critical
aisle.
question. Can you find a dentist of your race to treat you?
When you first look up a dentist, when you're Googling, you move to a new town, you're like, okay, I got to find a white guy dentist. And he better be straight, because if I get in there and he's even a hint of homosexual, I'm out of there before I
Well,
get
you
in that
ask
chair.
that question of whoever answers the
maybe
phone.
answer the
right?
phone. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Hey, is your boss white, and what's his sexual orientation? All right.
I was so happy when I moved to Dallas. I was standing on a street corner and a bus drove by, and there was a picture of a white dentist on the side.
And you thought, there's my guy.
That's my dentist.
There's my
He's
guy.
a white guy.
I'm going to him for my next filling.
Did he look
Right
straight?
there.
Oh.
Well,
Did he?
you can't be sure of that. You've got to call and make sure in advance.
What is happening to this society?
I don't know, but have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.